Welcome to C.O.G Music, very short video here, and it's going to be relative to the video I just posted very recently with me performing the first song I ever wrote, Shoebox. I was trying to emphasize through the performance and the explanation I gave after playing the song, trying to be as open and honest as possible. When I was writing the song, I was trying to be exactly that. And there was something I thought I should add. And that's when I commented after playing the song that, and it was 100% accurate, that difference between that first go around of playing the guitar I had in my late teens, early 20s, and stopping playing for a variety of reasons, but then picking up the guitar again about 10 years later and having the very beginning of that song written, lyric-wise anyway, but not being able to, I had an idea musically of what I wanted to do, but in regards to that song or any other song I was learning at the time, the difficulty I had between singing and playing at the same time and just not being able to do it. But that 10-year later period, my second go around of playing the guitar, I found I was able to do the two things at the same time. In the previous video, I said I really wasn't sure about why. And in some respects, that's true. I can't confirm 100% why I was able to do it, but there was a significant thing that happened in between that first go-around period and that second period of playing the guitar. I had gone through years of therapy for depression and anxiety. At the end of the years of therapy, I had the therapist I was going to at the time thought I had made a lot of improvement, but I needed to make more, and that wasn't going to be available through therapy. So I was going to have to see a different type of doctor, a psychiatrist, who would be capable of prescribing medication. Which I had agreed completely with the therapist that I still had depression and anxiety to a much lesser extent than when I began therapy, but that course of action kind of went about as far as it could. So I completely agreed that I needed additional help, which I got, and started taking medication to help me with my depression. And at least for me, it made a world of difference. The only way I could describe it was prior to being on the meds, prior to going to therapy, I felt like every day after waking up and before I went to bed, the entire day was like walking through a cloud, very foggy. I wasn't able to focus at all. I wasn't able to concentrate very well on much of anything. My thoughts were always racing and flying from one thing to another, which increases the anxiety I was having. But after the therapy, that fogginess started to lift. I was able to do much better, it really was after I started taking medication that the fog completely lifted and was gone. I was able to focus very clearly. I was able to multitask without any issues, devote the attention that multiple things needed to get from the starting point of each thing to the ending point of each thing while working on each at the same time. That was never going to happen before I started taking medication. The reason why I am opening up and telling this is while filming the performance video and explaining my lack of ability to sing and play at the same time, turning into the ability to do that, there was definitely the thought in my head that what I very much would contribute that to be from was something I should keep to myself. And I shouldn't. I know there's a lot of people out there that are in the same situation. And it really is a process of getting beyond this stigma of opinions and attitudes towards mental health. For a lot of people, there's two types of mental health. You're either normal or you're crazy, and that's it. And that is not the case at all. That area in between is gigantic, and I would guess the vast majority of people fall somewhere in between there. We all have to deal with down emotional times, down feeling times, and sometimes if you're experiencing the inability to just get out of it, or when you're stopping at the end of the day and thinking about, there were a lot of good things that happened today, but I really focused on the bad things, or the things I perceived as bad things, where just as many good things, if not more, occurred today. But my mind was really on the negative things. There's help out there. I highly advise anyone watching this who can relate to what I'm talking about to get help. Lots of people respond to different types of help in different ways. I am by no means trying to say that prescription medication is the answer for everybody. It made a giant difference for me, but that's just me. So I really thought I should add this to the comments I had made in the previous video. A significant part of my therapy, in addition to seeking help and just being able to convey my situation with people who are trained to listen to those situations, and taking medication to help me control all of it. Guitar playing is a huge part of my therapy. I still have day-to-day worries, as all of us do, and that hopefully our time period where I'm sitting down and I'm practicing and I'm playing, my thoughts are only on that. All the other crap that's going on, at least for that time period, is not here. And I don't view that as anything but a good thing. So don't be afraid to look for help if you are in a similar situation. It can be extremely valuable. It can be life-changing, believe me. So anyway, that's what I had to say. If you have any comments to make, feel free to leave them. If you can relate to anything I'm saying, I would love to hear that. Whatever you have been through has helped or is helping, or the fact that that's something you are going to do. Don't feel you have to go through each and every day of your life feeling worse than you have to feel. For some people, it is manageable with medication. For some people, it is going to take something else. And don't be afraid to seek out anything that can be of help. That's it, guys. Thank you for listening and me babbling. It's an honest babble, though, and I really thought babbling worth sharing. So I will see you on the next one. Take care.